understand? Now, when it comes to this ruling about splitting the Jama'ah, whoever changes the religion and splits the Jama'ah, then kill him, we have to understand as well that this is known as a had punishment. Now, had punishments are there, the meaning of them are preventative. Had is basically a border.
So are they never to be enforced?
So they have to be enforced, but there's a framework around them to make it basically, you have to basically bend backwards to enforce them. Okay? And the judge is...
You mean like it's almost impossible to enforce?
It's not impossible, but it is very restricted to enforce, and that the judge himself is basically encouraged to turn away to lean away from imposing it and apply ta'zir, which is a lesser punishment.
So all example, me reading the Sahih Bukhari thing where it says if a Muslim despises religion, kill him.
Yeah.
How am I to interpret it the same way how you are right now? Where's all the sources for me to get that understanding again?
So basically, this whole study is you can't study a subject in isolation. You need to study how do we interpret the text first, and this is known as usul al-fiqh. This is usul al-fiqh, basically the foundational principles of jurisprudence.
You're recording.
So the foundational principles of jurisprudence. So we have principles such as we need to know the mutlaq and the muqayyid, meaning the unrestricted and the restricted, the general and the specific, the abrogated and the abrogated. Okay, all of these things are something that needs to be looked at before you just take one hadith in isolation. Because if you just take one hadith in isolation, that means if a Christian becomes Muslim, I kill him. But nobody's ever understood it that way. Okay.
I suppose I beg you break it down to me. Give me the what the correct understanding of the thing is supposed to be.
So the
from
law,
your understanding.
So the law is there, and historically, the similarities between apostasy were like those given to treason. Historically, this is how it was viewed. But we see in the Prophet's lifetime, he didn't carry out this punishment on certain individuals. Right? So, for example,
when did the Prophet said that man should kill man if man change the religion?
Yeah, but that's again farq al-Jama'ah, the one who splits the Jama'ah. And again, it comes under an act of open opposition. Open opposition. If the person changes religion and then leaves the country, then there's no law over him. It's when it comes to open defiance. Because what happened historically, the people, especially when Persia was conquered, the people, they would, and the munafiqeen, even in the time of the Prophet in Medina, they would be learned men from the Jews. They would be the learned men from the Jews. They would become Muslim in the day, and intentionally doing this. They would become Muslim in the day, and by night time they would say, "Oh, this is nothing. We've tried it. It's and all that was there to do was to cause weakness amongst people that were leaning towards Islam or new to Islam. So that law that existed in their scripture was reaffirmed in our scripture. So that law also exists in their scripture as well. Okay. Again, this comes under the had punishment. The had meaning the barrier. Again, chopping off the hand of the thief, had punishment. The stoning of the adulterer, had punishment. Now the framework around these things is so restrictive, and even after the requirements are met, the judge still has to bend over backwards to find a way out from it. Okay.
And next question, quickly.
I need to wrap this up. So these punishments are not there to be rushed to. In fact, the judge literally is commanded to find a way out of them. Find a way out of them. And again, let's look at the scenarios. You live in a country where openly leaving the religion and basically it was seen as treason. Okay. Leaving the religion, it will cause dissension. Now you're free to go to a different land and do that and come out open. But in the land, to stop people from becoming Muslim and not becoming Muslim, that law is there. Likewise, in the land, in a desert where no police exist, that punishment of chopping off the hand of the thief is there. I know that's the punishment, but there's no police that's going to do that to me. But the fear of that punishment would make me do that when nobody's looking. If I don't fear God, and I can in the desert now, there's people traveling from one city to another, and in between is just desert. And there's women with them. I can kill all of them and rape the women, or I can just kidnap the woman and rape her. Now, I don't fear God. Imagine a man doesn't fear God, but he must fear the punishment. Why? These had punishments are preventative barriers, meaning the whole intent behind them is that they prevent. So now we see, for example, litter. £80 fine if you drop a piece of litter. Now that's so hard for police to actually find you doing that, but the fear of getting an £8 fine is what's going to stop you from doing that. There's, even within criminology today, there's 3 things that need to be looked into consideration. The severity of the crime, the likelihood of getting caught, severity of the time times the likelihood of getting caught equals the severity of punishment. Because if you've got a high severity of crime, like murder, with a low severity of getting caught, I'm in the desert, if the punishment is low, meaning it's a £50 fine for murder in the desert, then it's going to happen all the time. If the punishment is high, when you can't get caught, I'm still scared of the punishment, which is going to stop you from doing it. And this is historically what the reason behind all of those laws for. And they are severe, they're meant to be severe. It's not like we're saying, why are you saying this? They're meant to be severe. Last thing, just to wrap that up. In the Prophet, peace be upon his lifetime, there were scenarios where the people that went back to Mecca, he didn't order them to be killed. The man who came to Medina and said, let me take back my pledge that I've given to you. He wasn't ordered to be killed. So now, based upon that, even within Islamic scholarship, there were a number of different opinions. Some said it's only when he fights, whereas others said when he makes it open, which causes dissension, which would lead to fighting. And this is what Ibn Taymiyyah and the majority of scholars say. But it's not just like that. There's a context behind it, and the judge has to find every loophole to get them out of it.
The next thing man was going to ask is, obviously, how you're explaining it, that understanding you've got is your own research and scholars teaching, man, and the average person who comes across this, are they going to be interpreting like how my understanding of initially seeing it is? Obviously, it doesn't make sense, because like you said, man can be a Christian to turn into a Muslim, innit? Yeah. So it's just assumed that any Muslim changes their religion is supposed to get dead.
This is why
what's been the actual real life from seeing that, what's happening in real life? Are people getting killed just for not being Muslim no more in certain areas?
It happens. Now, is that a problem with them, or is that a problem with the book? If the book is telling you, ask the people of knowledge if you don't know. And historically,
it's like I'm saying, it seems like it's clear cut though. It seems clear cut. If anyone leaves their religion, kill them. That seems clear cut.
But that command, again, you can take anything and say, well, it's clear cut. In the Bible, it's the same thing. Okay? There's a whole context behind it. With any text, you have to understand the intended meaning, and you have to understand the understanding of the primary audience. These things are basic. There are some things that are clear that don't need explanation. Qul huwallahu ahad, say Allah is one. That's absolutely clear. But there are other things that need scholarly interpretation. Now, for example, if you need to learn how to make wudu, we're not just going to take one hadith in isolation and make that the basis of everything. We learn how to pray. Muslims pray 5 times a day. We make wudu probably 5 times a day, maybe more, maybe less. Now we're going to need to learn how to pray, learn how to make wudu. If we go to scholars for that, how can we then not go to scholars for these things that are not even for the realm of the layman? This is for the rulers. So of course scholarship is referred to. So of course scholarship is referred to in everything. When you go back to the scholars, you'll see they'll put it in perspective. They'll bring other hadiths that qualify this. They'll bring specific hadiths or clear hadiths that clarify the ambiguous hadiths. They'll bring general hadiths that clarify the specific. They'll bring unrestricted hadiths that unrestricted that clarify the restricted. There's a whole science behind it. The Nas and Mansur, I'll give you an example. There's a hadith that says, do not eat meat that's touched by fire. You see most grills in London are Muslim. In the UK, the grills, Asian man love their grills, Turkish man love their grills. How is that? Why? Because it's abrogated. Now, if we used to take that hadith in isolation, without the intended meaning, without the understanding of the early Muslims, again, we can fall into...
Like you were saying earlier about fitra, like the innate position.
Yeah.
I would say that something like that, which seems like counterintuitive, especially if you've been growing up eating meat that's been touched by fire, you'll be like, right, how come this is telling me to do something that I normally do? Or that I think makes sense.
Yeah.
You get me? So that would cause you to go and look for something, this don't seem right. But to kill someone who changes their religion, like, not everybody might not think that don't seem right. There might be some people that think that are standard in.
I understand. If you look at the people in those Jews, I think it was Beni Kainuka or one of the Jewish tribes. I think there were 7 Jewish tribes, and one of the Jewish tribes, they would enter Islam in the morning and leave in the night time. And the whole that was a premeditated action to cause weakness. Okay. Now, if you ask them about that law, they're going to say, "Oh, that law is a bit harsh." Or they have it in their own book as well. Okay. Now, if you look, in this country, because this is a matter of national security. This is how historically it was seen by the scholars. Exactly by the scholars. That it was seen as a matter of national security. So when you, for example, look at how that was, how treason is the only crime. High treason is the only crime you can still be punished for death penalty in this country. Obviously, they don't apply it, but the law is still there. You get it?
I hear that argument still comparing to treason, but
that's historically how it was.
Like I said, true isn't explicitly stated in that rule, like from what I've read anyway. Even like it's in isolation. It doesn't say any Muslim who leaves their religion and starts to attack Muslims or starts to cause problems for Muslims.
The actual hadith says who leaves the religion and splits the Jama'ah. Okay, so this means basically a public display of rebellion. That's how it was seen historically. Now, whether the fighting comes in or not...
But would they say the act of leaving a religion is a public display of division?
Yeah.
Okay, so even that, to me, that sounds really harsh. It might not necessarily be my intention to cause division between the rest of the man if I say this ain't for me.
Okay, back at you. So in that circumstance again, you would be free. The laws of this land would be this. This is where it is. If you're going to do that, you can't do it here. So again, the way out for you again. The judge never would never implement it like that anyway.